Hey guys, what's up? This is kind of an attempt at one of my kind of going in blindly without really any notes at all kind of reviews. So I just got done watching the final entry in the Vengeance trilogy, which consists of Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. Now I've seen Old Boy, and Old Boy is one of my absolute favorite films, and I wanted to see the rest of them. I just got done watching Lady Vengeance, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, and it's a pretty interesting flick. Um, it's about a woman who's put in prison for 13 and a half years for murdering a 6-year-old boy. And when she gets released from prison, she tries to fix her life. She gets a job. She finds out where her daughter is after all this time. She also starts to um, put in motion her plans of revenge that she's been planning for the past 13 years, and that's really what this film all kind of leads up to. So yeah, this movie's pretty surreal at times. I'm not saying it's like I don't know, fucking like Eraserhead levels of surreal, but it gets kind of surreal at times. And I think that's the cool part about this movie. And Old Boy, when you compare Old Boy and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance by style over content, Lady Vengeance beats it by a landslide. Now, Old Boy still does have a lot going on in the film. So does Lady Vengeance, but it's a little bit less. Lady Vengeance is really more stylized, a lot more stylized than Old Boy is. Although Old Boy is pretty stylized, this one is it's really stylized. It's a unique film, really. Let's see, the acting in the film. The acting is absolutely phenomenal, as expected. The writing is great. The pacing is very good. What there is of effects, visual and practical and CG are all very well done. Um, Lady Vengeance is a really cool kind of uh, anti-heroine. She's definitely a badass. I'd like to see a kind of a spin-off film, like just if like where she took revenge in a more kind of crazy violent manner. Um, let's see. Uh, I really don't have much else to say about this one. The soundtrack is definitely on par with Old Boy's soundtrack, and the camera work is amazing. It's not as good as Old Boy, but it is like almost there. Let's see. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like the Corpse Grinders, and 10 being something like Brain Dead, this one's maybe a 5. While there is a few scenes that could have been extremely just gruesome, they they handled them in a way to where it wasn't that bad. It's at least a 5. It's not that bad. It's not that violent. I mean, I'd probably say it's about as violent as Old Boy, maybe a little bit more. But really, it's just a really cool movie. Uh, Although something I thought was kind of weird, there are times in the movie where the tone becomes a little bit more lighthearted and a little bit more funny, and then like 20 minutes later you'll get hit with something really serious or something really depressing, and it'll just be like, wow, that was a real sucker punch. It's I think the main thing I can compare it to is the anime Witchblade. In the anime Witchblade, it starts off kind of like, oh, this is a kind of funny, action, like, anime, sci-fi, fantasy kind of anime with some fan service thrown in. They made it out to look like that, and then on the last 3 episodes, it makes you cry like a little bitch. I didn't cry during this movie, but it is definitely one that could bring people to tears. Overall, if you guys have seen Old Boy, I definitely suggest checking this one out. It's really, really, really good. I like it just about as much as I like Old Boy. I mean, I can't wait to watch Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, I'll say that much. 5 out of 5 stars. This one is a good flick. Good movie. Great. Not good. It is a fantastic movie. Um, anyway, guys, I'm Biscuit Boo 69 signing off. Peace.